Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Pop back in to see if they actually charged me for the insurance when I didn't do anything. They have not. It is December 5th in actuality, if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't done anything in my company since the 2nd, and that is the last money that I have so far. But when I came in here, suddenly I have my first charter service VIP. So I'm wondering if maybe with some sort of an update, because I know they did an update on the 2nd. I'm wondering if that did something. So my biggest challenge is it's a Pilatus, which I've never flown, so I guess that's a bit exciting. Wow, this is a long way. The real question is, do I do this now, or do I do it later? Because this is... yeah, I can't do this now. That would take me to 1:30 in the morning. So, good news is, I guess we'll cover what we have here. Cannes Palais de Festivals, Mr. Thomas Gibbons is off to a major event to meet an artist he's close to, who's also one of our loyal clients. With his tux on and the red carpet waiting, it's the place to be with all the stars. A night to remember. So this is exciting. This is good. I'm glad they're fixing things. I know I've seen some videos that there's a larger patch coming along that should fix some things, and they've also listened to the community, and it sounds like they're going to give us some options to maybe download aircraft to our hard drive, but they did also explain why things are on streaming. And the biggest thing that stuck with me, especially with my IT background, because I can understand how large that is and how funny it would be to try things, because people were like, just let us download the sim like you did in 2020. This thing going to streaming is crazy. Well, they explained that the files to generate the terrain and do the world are 10 petabytes. Not terabytes or anything like that. 10 petabytes, which is basically a to a gigabyte. A terabyte is the next step up, so it's 1,000 gigabytes is 1 terabyte. Well, 1,000 terabytes is 1 petabyte, and we're talking about 10 petabytes. So they said it just would be impossible to have anybody handle it on their setup. Because people are like, oh, you know, SSDs are cheap. I can buy a couple and I'll be good. Nope, guess we won't. So hopefully, at least those who really are reasonable will stop any grumbling. But I like the fact that they're looking for what might work and might help. And so basically, you know, the idea sounds like if you have a few aircraft you enjoy, just to speed things up, you might be able to store that. And again, aircraft tend to be, you know, a few gigabytes. I don't know that anything's really beyond 6-7 gigabytes that I've seen in 2020. That doesn't mean that the models wouldn't change and get bigger in 2024, but hopefully they wouldn't. You know, and that becomes reasonable if you decide you want 10 planes or something that you're regularly using. All right, I am back. So I'm just going to make sure I'm not entering this wrong. Lima Foxtrot Bravo Yankee, Lima Foxtrot Mike November. That is accurate. So it's telling me the distance in game is 96 nautical miles. But when I've entered the chart, let me just make sure I didn't enter something off. Amphitypic. No. So when I do that, it's telling me it's 399 nautical miles, which, you know, might be a couple hours. Yeah, it's telling me airtime is 1 hour and 28 minutes. That I can do. And again, I've got the right plane. Yeah, I've got the Pilatus PC-12. So something's off a little bit here. So we're going to try it. We're going to see. So I'm thinking this might be the Pilatus. Yeah, it says Pilatus under the window. So, at least I know what it looks like. Now I really know what it looks like. Yeah, we're not getting paid a ton here. Because it's like, does it think I'm coming back? Which, I mean, unless that's really the charter, but that would be odd. But maybe that's what VIP charters do, and if that's the case, you know, then I'll have to do it again. I'll have to abort, because I can't go there and back. You know, because that would be like 800. It wouldn't be 900, but definitely odd. But kind of what we're used to with, you know, things showing up. So we'll get rid of our chocks. We've got our pedo over here. At least we should. Okay, there we go. Should be able to pull the little piece there, but it wouldn't let us. And then we'll get the engine covers. We'll get in the aircraft. A little beat up here. And we'll request boarding.
Waiting for your instructions to start boarding. Ground service, this is Flight Raw 75-9 Parking 2. Clear to start passenger boarding.
Okay, a few odd things happening there with the plane. So again, given that I've never used this plane before, obviously we're streaming.
Captain, got an important thing in Nice waiting for me.
And Nice.
Thanks, appreciate
We
it.
can't get Nice, one of the most iconic cities in France. Can't get that pronunciation right. Alright, that looks really odd. But, okay. Alright, I'm glad the X's went away. I'm like, are the screens gonna change? Let's request our clearance.
Ground latest Foxtrot. Bravo Golf Papa Yankee ready to copy IFR clearance to Nice. Latest Foxtrot. Bravo Golf Papa Yankee is cleared to Nice Airport as filed. Expect
Right.
runway
Well, at least they said it right now.
10.
Okay, the flaps didn't give us any difficulty. Squawk 3434. Alright. I think once we accept it, then it'll change it. Because it tends to dial that in.
Filed runway 25. Maintain flight. Level tree 10. Departure frequency is 125.6 squawk tree 4 Pilatus Foxtrot. Bravo Golf Papa Yankee.
Alright, I'm hoping this fuel is right, but...
Pilatus Golf Papa Yankee readback is correct.
Alright, well it's got our... Yeah, there's 3434, so it did change it now.
Good day.
Okay, it's nice and
say hello before you leave for
nice and
today
quiet.
with Mr. Gibbons on board. He's part of a celebrity's entourage, probably joining her for an event. Well, it's about time.
All right.
Provide him with the finest service.
So
I know
I'm
I
gonna
can
go to
count
about
on you.
5
Have
there.
a great flight.
And let's see, we've got... Where's like flight director, FMS. Okay, we're gonna do the... Oh, there it is,
Ground
FD.
Pilatus Foxtrot. Bravo Golf Papa Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
And then we're gonna nav. Why will we not? Alright, and maybe it's just...
Taxiing hold short runway 25.
Because we're...
via
Sometimes
taxiway.
things don't
Alpha
work
Pilatus Golf
when you're
Papa
in the
Yankee.
middle of stuff, but I would hope that nav will light up. Really? Heading, track, nav. I mean, the flight director is on. Auto throttle. None of this is turning on, so this is concerning. Because again, I know nothing about this plane. Alright, so we've got all of this. Just kind of getting my bearings a little bit. Okay, let's see. Can we see the flight plan at all? I mean, what does it look like on the screen? Does it look like it's taking me anywhere? Unable RNP. So maybe it's still like loading something? Yeah, there's flight plan. So it's not looking like it maybe did things. So let's see, L It's not letting me type. Alright, so I've kind of found a way to manually do this. It's kind of a pain, but this is working. So you click, you hit amend route, and then you've kind of got to move up. You go here. If it goes purple, you can type. So you do that, you activate, you know, and you're just kind of making sure that things look realistic. So we've got typic is the last one. So yeah, it's not the most obvious thing here. Alright, and then we're gonna delete the waypoint. And now activate, I'm sure. Typic, and then here. And I want departure. Okay, so arrival is going to be on 4 right. And let me go see if I can find something on my nav map here. So yeah, this has taken me like 20 minutes, which is, again, not great, but... So let's see. The approach on 4 right. Alright, so... If I do that, that... Alright, so I probably want... ILSZ 4 right. And then we're just going to do vectors. So we're going to add this, and then let's see if there's any arrivals we want. Not really, so... Yeah, so we'll just leave it that way. And then we'll insert, activate, and we'll see what this looks like. Tupac, Zamfu. Alright, so yes, NA 115 is what I wanted. I want to delete the waypoint, activate, and then hopefully fly vectors. So what if I do... Alright, so I go direct there. Let's see, direct to? No. Alright. We'll have to figure it out, but I think that gets us there. Hopefully this will work. But this is how we learn new aircraft, right? Alright, so we're going to toggle the brakes, and we're going to head on out. And this thing took right off. Wow.
Good morning. Today's passenger is Mr. Gibbons today. I know, pretty cool. He's part of a celebrity's entourage, probably joining her for an event. Have a great flight.
Man, we are moving. Alright. This looks like the smallest airport ever. It looks like I'm going down a sidewalk here. I don't see any ground speed.
Taxi speeds too high, Captain. We should throttle back.
Yeah, okay. Well, where's this taking me? Am I gonna get yelled at for going into the runway? I mean, I should throttle back. I'm fully throttled back. But man, the hold short is a long way away here. But I guess we gotta go from across. My gosh. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just go. The goal is finishing. Because, yeah, we're at 30, 33. like this is flying along. Yeah, I mean it is. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't nuts, but you could see the engine went up. So I'm not crazy. Alright, let's see. We are at 1024. Oops. So, I'm probably going to need to figure out... Whoop, let's not hit the planes. Alright, we're going to get to the hold short. And we'll put on our brakes. Again, we'll go up here. Well, now we get our landing light on. It's on. We'll turn that off. Okay. We're going to request takeoff.
Tower Pilatus Foxtrot.
Alright, we got
Hotel
our
Tango
flaps.
Tango Oscar at runway 25, ready for departure IFR to Nice.
So is this going to change? Yes, but I
Pilatus
need...
Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar QNH 1028. Cleared for takeoff runway 25.
How do I change to, It's probably correct now that I think about it, because it does adjust
Cleared for
these.
takeoff runway 25 Pilatus Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar.
Alright. So...
Ladies and gents, this is First Officer Jeffroy speaking. Estimated flight time
Jeffroy?
is 74 minutes. We remind you to keep your seatbelt
Alright.
fastened.
Well, it's
Thank you
given
for
me
your
a real
attention,
time,
and let's have
so...
a great flight.
Like what I thought, so... As long as it's not 3.5 hours, I'm willing to give it a go. So... Alright, we've entered the runway. We don't have to make any U-turn. And now we need to take off, so... Let's try it. Let's see how this plane works. Might be a little scary. We're not, at least we're not bouncing around, and... Wow, this is, looks like a really short runway here.
V1, rotate.
Thank you. I'm like, I'm running out of runway here, so... Alright, so we're gonna go that way. We're gonna retract gears. I love how it says that. We're retracting gears. Alright, so... If I do this, does it have a flight level change? I probably should have looked at that. Yeah, it does there. Alright.
Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar, contact Bordeaux Center on 125.6. Good day.
So why is it not...
Caution, Captain. Flaps overspeed.
Going to
Oops.
125.6 Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
Alright.
Bordeaux Center Pilatus Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar is passing 600 feet, climbing flight level tree
Okay.
10.
Why can I not get my... Alright, here
Pilatus
we go.
Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar Bordeaux. Center QNH 1028. Continue to Lima Mike Bravo.
Oops,
as
flight
planned.
level change. Alright, so we want to get to 31,000. So we should be okay there. I mean, we've had a few errors. Alright, I'm in yellow, so I'm backing off my throttle a little bit here. Alright, it's probably too much. So it takes, it's not the fastest response. Alright, I would assume it's gonna turn at some, oh, I'm not, why am I not on nav? Okay, probably because I have to go direct or something, so this doesn't help. How do I do this? So, let's see. Direct to activate. Okay. Well, it's not changing. Come on. This shouldn't be this hard. Alright, do I have to do that? Turn it off, turn it back on. Direct to activate. No. Because this is FMS and manual. Let's see. I can do auto throttle. Because, yeah, I'd really prefer not to, Alright, so if I go to heading... Now turn. Let's see. Can I do heading? Yes. Okay. Now will it do nav? No, it won't. So I don't understand. So back off the throttle again a little bit. So some of it is just like I don't understand the plane. Like this is not a plane I'm familiar with, so I've got a little bit. We've got some weird graphic glitches there. And I know the engine ITT, I get it. Alright, that should be better. Alright, so let's get this turned. But yeah, what I'm not doing is I'm not cause yeah, let me set that to VNav. I mean, we're on. Yeah, I just don't understand. Push to sync, so I'm trying to do that. That's not doing anything. I mean, I can kind of manually do this if I need to, but I'd rather not. I'd rather it just do its thing, but I don't know. So, what is happening here? Okay. My little buttons are a little off. Looking at my Navigraph and my little nav map. Yeah, because you would think heading or track. So you would think track is what I wanted on, and then flight management system or manual. Right, that's not doing anything different. This is at 140 until we get to LMB is what it's set at, and then it'll go to 230. So, I mean, it's okay. It's 34 miles. So, and again, we're climbing, so you know, maybe that'll work. But we're up here, we're out.
The latest Tango Oscar contact Bordeaux Center on 120 decimal.
You know, and this is why I can't do like what would do in a VA, where I just am like, oh, I'll go to sleep, and you know, if it took 3.5, and then I'll, you know, wake up or something, but I can't do that.
Bordeaux Center Pilatus Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Oscar is passing 16,200 feet, climbing flight level tree 10.
So it's possible there's something messed up with the plane, and why the autopilot isn't working the way it should. Or it's possible I don't know what I'm doing. So, I mean, I'm familiar enough with autopilots and stuff that this should be doing it, but I mean, because this, you know, this is coming down, it's working appropriately and all of that, but don't know. Alright, but at this point, because it's going to take a little bit of time, unless something crazy happens, I'm just going to get ourselves there. Suddenly I have really low... Oh, it's on auto throttle. Never mind, that's fine. So if that's what it wants to do, I guess that'll work. I'm like, why is this so low? Now I'm not up there. But I also tried to adjust the fuel, and it really didn't. But you know, once again, I'm not going 900 some miles, so I'm hopeful I'll be okay. But obviously, you know, we need to climb a little bit. Once we climb, then the throttle will go down. But again, unless something really odd happens. Alright, so at this point, if I push standard... Oh, you know what? Is this my issue? Nav select, FMS, LMB. So, but it's still not doing it. Nav. No, it just will not. It will not grab that, even with that. Anyway, I'll play around. If I figure it out in the flight, I'll certainly share it with you later. But I will see you in a bit here. Alright, so just briefly popping in here. We passed Golf Alpha India, and then we were going next to Lumid. So it had switched, and, you know, Golf Alpha India, I think, is off there somewhere or something. Like, I could have gone further up. When I did direct to that, suddenly nav popped in. I don't know. But that's what happened. I said I would share with you if something did happen. That's what happened. It could still align with the plane was loading, and it just took, you know, the 20 minutes I've been flying so far to finally get to the point where the autopilot was functioning properly. I also had some weird problems with ending up at the right altitude. It kept going up, and it was just a mess. I don't know. Either way, now it appears to be on the track, so still got a long way to go, over 200 nautical miles, but I'll step away now and see you in a little bit. Alright, so I got an oxygen warning, and it keeps causing me issues.
Flight level 2 tree 0 Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
So, it basically, like, screwed stuff up. So I am now just trying
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly start our descent.
to get myself
Please
down,
turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate.
but
In
we've been
preparation for landing,
blacking
make sure your
out
seat
over and
back is
over.
straight up and your belt is fastened. Please secure your carry-on items, stow your tray table, and pass
So
any
I'm gonna
remaining
get
service items
myself
to the
down
flight
to like
attendants. Thank you.
9,000. I don't know. But yeah. Looking this up, people said it is bugged,
Marseille
that
Center
they all
Pilatus
got the
Tango
error.
Tango
Some
Oscar.
people it didn't
Request
crash,
flight
some
level
people it did.
190.
So I'm just hoping that this will...
Tango Tango Oscar descend and maintain flight level 2 tree 0. Expect flight level 190.
Alright, so I just need to...
Descend and maintain flight level 2 tree 0. Expect flight level 190. Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
Alright, so I am just... Again, I'm trying to do 15 things at once here. So it's very non-exciting. You can only decrease... Well, maybe I can
Marseille
decrease
Center
by more.
Pilatus Tango
Oh, okay.
Tango Oscar. Request 15,000 feet.
Okay.
Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar descend and maintain flight level 2 tree 0. Expect 15,000
No, I don't...
feet.
Okay.
Descend
I love
and
it.
maintain flight level 2 tree 0. Expect 15,000 feet. Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
Is it on auto throttle? Oh,
Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar descend
do that and it'll
maintain
descend faster.
15,000 feet.
Okay. So we're gonna acknowledge.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
Alright, so we're gonna request a cruising altitude, and I'm gonna request it down by 6,000.
Marseille Center Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar. Request 9,000 feet.
Pilatus Tango
Alright,
15,000 feet. Expect 9,000 feet.
okay.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect 9,000 feet. Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
I don't know that we have mountains around here, but we'll see. But yeah, we basically skipped a section of the flight because of what was happening, so I'm not going to get a ton of money, but at this point I just need to succeed. So I'm hoping that this will work, but I don't know that it will. So So I'm not real happy with how this worked out in all actuality. So let's see. And if I... Oh, okay. Because I'm above. There we go. Alright, 3029. Now it's suddenly jumped into nav. Just confusing as all get out, but okay. It's fine. I mean, maybe because I finally hit the path? I don't know. Because obviously there's some of that.
Tango Oscar descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
Okay, I don't want to descend to 13. I want to descend to
Descend
9.
and maintain 13,000 feet. Pilatus Tango
But
Tango
fine.
Oscar.
Well, we'll be okay at 13, so we'll do that. And then, because at this point I shouldn't have an oxygen problem once I'm down here. But that was very irritating. Sorry, I'm eating.
Palladius Tango Tango Oscar, you are 56 miles west. Climb and maintain flight level tree 10. Expect vectors ILS Zulu runway 4 right approach. Palladius Tango Tango Oscar, please expedite your climb flight level tree 10.
Marseille Center Palladius Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar would like to change destination to Nice.
Palladius Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar is cleared to Nice Airport as filed. Squawk 1537.
Palladius Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar cleared to Nice Airport as filed. Squawk 1537.
Palladius Tango Tango Oscar, read back correct. Radar contact 12,700 feet. QNH 1025, continue to typic turning and following heading 115, PBEG RAEX. S2ZUM, PSEP, resume. PEND, own navigation, keep speed not above 250 knots.
Continue to typic turning and following heading 115, proceed on course. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Palladius Tango Tango Oscar.
Palladius Tango Tango Oscar, you are 49 miles west. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect vectors ILS Zulu runway 4 right approach. Palladius Tango Tango Oscar, you are 48 miles west of Nice. Descend and maintain 4,600 feet. Keep speed not above 200 knots. Contact Nice Tower on 122.8.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 122.8, Palladius Tango Tango Oscar. Nice Tower, Palladius Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar, 46 miles west, inbound ILS Zulu runway, 4 right approach.
Palladius Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar Nice Tower. QNH 1024 cleared ILS Zulu runway 4 right approach.
Cleared ILS Zulu runway, 4 right approach, Palladius Tango Tango Oscar.
passing 10,000 feet. We've left the landing gear down. It seems we missed that step. Caution, Captain. Flaps overspeed.
Speed.
Latest Tango Tango Oscar Wine Tree 47 at 8. Cleared to land runway 4 right.
Cleared to land runway 4 right, Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
autopilot.
Latest Tango Tango Oscar exit runway when able. Latest Tango Tango Oscar contact ground on 121.705.
121.705 for Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar. Nice ground, Pilatus Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar request taxi to parking.
Pilatus Foxtrot. Hotel Tango Tango Oscar taxi to General Aviation. Parking via taxiway cross runway 4 left.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 4 left, Pilatus Tango Tango Oscar.
That was a smooth ride. Thanks for the safe travel, Captain. I will recommend your company.